Okay, sat down. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Ashley, or better known as Ashy Heart, and I am thinking about making a brand new charm. I've made charms before, and let me tell you, they're pretty cute. I made some pretty cute charms. But this time I want to kind of combine these two that I have here. It's like a bunny and a strawberry kind of pin. I have that, and then I also have this like bear charm, and I want to combine them and make it into like a bunny strawberry charm like this, or like the other way around where I put like the bears there hanging and put some like strawberries or something on it and make it very cute and make it kind of like a chain, you know? I don't know how to explain it, but I can draw it. I'm a good drawer. Excuse my really bad drawing. This is what I want to do. I don't know if you guys can see it, but basically I want to make like one main animal and then put a chain on the bottom and have it be like chainy. Is that a word? Words dangly. That's the word. Dangly. And that is what I want to do today. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it in one day. I've been able to finish things in one day before, but I mean the days have been very cloudy, and I usually finish all my stuff with resin, and if the days aren't nice outside, it's not going to get a good kind of hardening, because I like to put them outside and wait for the resin to cure with the actual sun. I feel like it's better than the lamp, but we'll get into that. But I'm very much hoping to get the majority of it done in one day. Probably will have to wait another day to get this done, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, yeah, just to clarify a bit, because that was all over the place, but to clarify a bit, I want to make these two, right, into this charm. This is the first time I've ever made, like, this bear charm is like the first time I've ever made an actual charm that like dangles before. I've made, I think, one charm a long time ago, and it did not turn out well, and it really did discourage me to continue and make better charms, and it took me a long, like, I would like to say a few years to actually come back and try to make clay things again, because making a bunch of clay stuff actually makes me really happy, because I love having like a product to have at the end, like, at least for me, and that's the whole point. Am I having a good time? That's the point. Yes, I am. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is my very humble workspace. As you can tell, I clean my cutting mat every day. It's so dirty. It's so, I've sprayed it with water because I have some water in a little eyeglasses sprayer thing, and the paint is already on there. The paint is stuck on there. I've also used this to put resin on some of my charms, and honestly, some of the resin is still on there, so I'm kind of upset with that. But I don't have money to get a new one, and I'm not that wasteful, so we're still going to use what we have. So the first thing I always recommend is clean your workspace. Preferably before and after, and the after part is the thing that I don't do too often, but you really should be cleaning your workspace. So anyways, I cleaned my workspace just in case there was any like microfibers or any kind of dust, because that stuff can get into your clay pretty easily, and it's gotten into mine a lot, and I really hate it because I won't notice it until the after baking process, and then you just really have to rely on your paint and how strong it is to clear all that, so it kind of sucks. So make sure your workspace is as clean as you can get it to be, I guess. So I'm just gonna end up cleaning this glass frame that I use for my Sculpey clay, which is the brand of polymer clay I use. And then I'm just massaging the clay for a while until it's more softer, because when you just take it out of the packet, it's very firm and it's hard to work with. Okay, so when it's ready to be used and it's nice and soft, I ended up making a few little balls that resembled the bunny, as well as a few that resemble a strawberry. I was planning on doing only one charm for this video, but I had decided to do 3 at the end because I usually have the tendency to mess up on my very first clay whatever. So yeah, that's just what I'm going to be doing for a while, and that does take me maybe like 30 minutes tops. So I finished with shaping and forming all my little clay bunnies and strawberries. And so now I'm just going to add these eye pins onto the tops of my bunnies and also strawberries. That's just so I can connect each thing onto each other. I'm going to add a little bit of E6000 glue though to each screw. That way it holds on a lot better. Sometimes whenever I do put it on there without putting glue on, it ends up just coming out on its own. And I just feel like if I put glue on it, it will stay on there a lot better. But that's just what I've learned in my experience, honestly. And there might be a better way, but I'm not that skilled yet. So this is all I know so far. So, oops, I made 3 pairs instead of just doing 1, like I always do. It's just whenever I do just 1, I feel like the first one is always going to turn out bad. I'm going to go ahead and bake these. I just super glued the inside. I'm going to let those dry for a few minutes, and then I'm going to go in and bake them. Okay, we are back. It is another day. I did let these harden overnight, which you don't have to do. They harden after they start getting cold out of the oven. I was just very sleepy and tired, so I just let them sit there before actually coming back to work on it. Alright, so they turned out pretty good, pretty strong so far. This is what they look like. We are going to paint these. I'm going to paint the rabbits white just so I can get like a better base, because obviously they have lint all over them, and when you bake it, that stuff still stays on there. It doesn't burn off. So I have this old piece of sandpaper. I use this brand and this hardness and this width, but I just use a little corner of it. And I've had this piece. I haven't even been able to use the other pieces of sanding paper because I just use the same piece until it's finally worn out. Okay, so I just basically, because it's so small, I'm gonna use the corner real quick, just a little bit. I'm gonna get my paint ready, and I don't even need that many paints. I just need white, red, and green. But I might have to mix red because this is a different red shade than what I have. So I think I mixed red last time to make that pin. But okay, so I have this green, this kind of pinkish red. It's pink, but it's kind of red. It's more red pink. But I do have regular red. And then I have this white. For me, it doesn't matter what brand of paint you get or whatever, because look at all these different brands I have. But it really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I'm going to like cover it with resin. And I'm not sure if I'm going to cover these with resin. They're so small, but we'll see what I can do. And I'm just going to go ahead and start painting this stuff. So that will be nice. This is the nice part when you know what to paint. When you don't know what to do and how you're gonna do it, it's a little frustrating. And that's kind of how I go along with things a lot. But because I made these pins, because I made these, this is a lot easier for me today. So So yeah, just to kind of recap, I'm just repainting the bunnies white because it has a lot of fiber on it, a lot of dust on it, and I ended up using just the apple barrel pink red kind of color, and then I also ended up mixing the green color there because I just didn't have the exact green color that I wanted. In the end, I thought it ended up really cute, and it was just a very tedious task because it's all so small. So this is what it looks like, my makeshift resin station. This is gonna be so hard. And after I finished painting them, I got them ready to coat with resin. Add resin to every bit. I'm gonna do this off camera because this is just literally, I don't know how I'm gonna do this on camera. But my process is add resin to all of them, and then just stick it outside somewhere, and I'll somehow hold it between like books and stuff, and that way it can stay out there for a very long time till the sun is gone, and hopefully it'll harden very quickly. I don't know. It's cold, but the sun is out and there's no clouds. So, and I need to do this quick before the sun goes away. But I will update you guys on this. It's very makeshift, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, I am sitting on the ground because my workspace is so messy. I just wanted to update and say that resin, I used to like it. It's just so messy, especially when I make such tiny little charms. Like, I love making small little things, little dainty things, you know, but it's just so hard to control everything when it's so tiny. So maybe moving forward I'm gonna make larger charms, but that's gonna pain my soul because I love making little tiny cute things. So but anyways, I did like the makeshift resin thing that I showed you guys, and that was a struggle because they kept coming off with the toothpicks and they kept falling, and I had to clean them because they kept getting lint, and so I had to just, it was a whole process. But luckily I've been able to actually finish all of that within my time limit, because right now it's still very sunny. Like, I'm looking outside and it's very sunny. It's not hot, which also impacts how fast resin cures and whatnot. Like, if it's cold outside and it's sunny, it's still gonna take a long time to cure because the heat rays, like the UV isn't strong. It's strong. I feel like it's still stronger than the lamp. Personally, I might just have a really crappy lamp. I don't know. But yeah, and it was definitely a trial, I'll tell you that. But I have them outside. I have them sitting outside, and hopefully by the end of the day, I'm assuming, because I have them outside at like, it's 3 o'clock and it starts getting dark around like 6, so it has 3 hours, 3 maybe 4 hours at best. I don't know, I live on a hill, so you know, the light, the shadows from the hills, because I live in hills, so the shadows from the other hills and the trees and stuff just over cloud whatever I have out there. So definitely to the mercy of Mother Nature. So we will see how that turns out, and hopefully I'll be able to update you guys and have it finished by tonight. I had to change too because the resin was so messy. I got it, like, it every time something fell, it fell on my lap, or it would fall on my, like, my chest, and then it'll fall on my lap, and it just, no. If that resin cures before I get it, like, washed on my clothes, it's gonna be stuck on there till forever. Because I've done that before with one of my favorite jeans. Rest in peace, jeans. But one of my favorite jeans, and it's stuck on there forever. Like, it has never come off. No matter how many times I've washed it, hand washed it, not coming off. So, you know, it's very much that. But yeah, I will update you guys later on that, and right now I'm gonna make myself a nice heaping thing of macaroni and cheese because I love macaroni and cheese. So, and I'm also very hungry because I haven't eaten all day, and it's 3 o'clock already, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat. This is very important. Eat. So yeah, I will be back. So, did you know? It just wasn't enough time for my things to cure out in the sun. So, in desperation, I will be using the lamp. The UV resin lamp. And I know it's not gonna be good. I know it's still gonna be sticky. Like, let me go get it for you guys. Okay. This is my UV resin lamp. Hold on. You guys. Okay, well it's reversed. Okay. Well, okay. Sun UV LED lamp 9C. I don't know. It was cheap. I thought I could get it and it'd be fine because look at all the little LED lights. Look at that. No, that doesn't matter. What matters is the strength, which I foolishly did not know. But the ones that have a higher strength are so extra expensive. Why? I don't know. You tell me. So I'm gonna be finishing my charms with the lamp because they turned out pretty sticky as per usual. It's just I don't want them to be sticky, and this is my solution. So I'm gonna try this, and if it doesn't work, then I guess I'll just leave them outside for another day tomorrow. So after struggling to find a good position to put these on, I finally was able to cure them. Though I will say it did take a while, and I did have to put it outside for a day. Okay, look at them. They came out pretty good. I think they turned out pretty cute. What do you guys think? I really like them. They look cute together. So, yeah. So I ended up using this black elastic to make this keychain work. And I just started to put the jump rings on each little other jump ring that the bunny is connected. I sort of wanted to make it into like a waterfall cascading down, but obviously with strawberries. And there was definitely a learning curve to this, but I think overall it turned out pretty good. Okay, I managed to make my little charm. Oh my gosh, finally. Product that I'm very, very proud of. I'm proud of all my products, but this one took a lot of frustration to get here. I really like how I made this like waterfall effect with the strawberries. I did have them just like linked down on one chain, and I didn't like how that looked. This is how I want it. I just wish I had gold because I feel like it would look better with gold, but I don't have that. I only have silver, which is fine. Silver is very common, but if it was like, if the chain was this gold, like wouldn't that be like 10 times better? That would look 10 times better. But I still really love it, and I like how it turned out. And I am going to do it like this with the other two. And yeah, we'll see from there. This literally took me like an hour to figure out. So I just went ahead and finished the other two charms. And since I finished the first charm, doing the other two charms were super easy, and they did not take me a full hour to finish. Okay, so I am basically done finally. I made my cute little, if I can show you guys, oh my goodness, my cute charm of my bunny and strawberries, and I think they turned out really cute. This was a struggle, but this one is so cute. Look at its face, look at its little face. This one's so cute, but it was worth the struggle because they turned out the way I was kind of imagining them to be. I'm really happy and proud of how this turned out. So yeah. Okay, I'm back on the ground again because the ground is so much more comfortable than my chair that I've been sitting on and slaving away in for a few hours now. So, and plus it's extra dirty because of how much mess I made from making these charms. But I'm really happy on how they turned out. Like, yeah, but like I wish this was like gold instead of silver. But whatever, because that's all I have. So I really like how they turned out. And I would actually do this again. Probably not now, probably not like again recent, but again later. So yeah, and I'm probably gonna put this up for sale on my Etsy, and it's only gonna be these 3 because I only made 3. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this journey of me and my clay adventures. I'm probably gonna do more in the future. I have been doing a lot of clay videos, mostly because it's what I enjoy. I also do a bunch of speed paint videos because, I mean, girl, I draw. Because I draw, so I like to draw. And I might not be the best, but I am doing my best, and that's all that matters. Yeah, so if you liked this content, maybe like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video, and it'll probably be something like this again. Chaotic. So, see you then! Bye!